Hey there, Steve Kripke here, and the question of the day is actually kind of a sensitive one. So, have you been growing your marketing team and everything seems to be going pretty good, and all of a sudden you realize people are ignoring you, maybe you're being excluded from team activities, or even worse yet, you got blocked on social media? Well, if this is you, someone you know, or you just want to avoid this in the future, hang with me for a few minutes here because I'm going to address this as authentically as I possibly can with 3 tips. So typically when somebody reaches network marketing success, it's, you're cruising along, you're pushing, all of a sudden you get momentum and boom, you're there. Within a few months, you went from here to the top. And that's amazing and you should be celebrated. Unfortunately, what comes along with that is pride and ego. Now, I've already spoken to a lot of different leaders about this, and they agree, and they all kind of went through the same exact thing. So whether you call it edging God out or edging greatness out, we need to make sure, be aware of that giant word of ego and keep it in check. So how can we do that? There are 3 different ways that I've come up with that are really simple to follow. So the first one is we need to address our language, okay? It's easy to say I, my, and me when we're addressing a team or individuals. Like, I showed you this, so I changed your life. If it wasn't for me, the team wouldn't be here. This is my team. Nuh-uh, no you didn't, and it's not. Okay? You didn't change someone's life. What happened was you presented something with somebody, you gave them encouragement, and they ran with it. And they used what you showed them to change their own life. Because we can't make people do anything. We can show them opportunities, but we can't make them do anything. They kind of have to do it on their own. Okay? It is not my team. It is our team. This isn't about me. This is about we. Okay? So I and me needs to be switched to our and we, okay? This is our team. We are working together. Because if it wasn't for the team, there would be no leader. If it wasn't for teams being in place, there would just be a bunch of single people enjoying a product or an opportunity. So we have to make sure that when we're addressing our teams, that it is our stuff. It's we. It's a collective thing. And when we create a collective unit, that collective unit will grow up into something massive. Okay, so that's number 1. Number 2 is letting the team have the spotlight. This is a difficult one because especially if you're doing webinars and presenting for your team, you feel like you're probably pretty good at it, and you know that if your team is doing the webinars or the presenting, that they're going to suck in the beginning, just like you did. And here's the thing, in order to get good, we have to practice. So, it's cool to present and do webinars for your team until they learn how to do it on their own, okay? So instead of just doing them with the intention to teach, okay? So let your team start learning. Teach the ones that want to do it. Let the leaders in your team come up to the top, because the best thing you can do is become irrelevant to your team and them still like you. They grow with or without you, and that's an amazing feeling, so you definitely want to do that. So let your team shine. Number 3, and this is a big one, and it's hard to do because you want people to succeed so bad, check your temper, okay? And I'll tell you, I am guilty, guilty. And the worst thing we can do is get mad at our team for not doing what we want them to do, okay? We can be passionate, but not angry, okay? There's 2 different things there. So reprimanding your team for not doing things or yelling at them for not doing things is probably not the best thing to do. It's gonna cause resistance, it's gonna break up friendships, and it can break up the team. So we can encourage, we can help, and give advice when advice is wanted. And if you want to give advice unsolicited, ask. Hey, do you mind if I give you a little coaching here? Do you mind if I give my input here? That's okay as well. But losing our temper or losing your temper with your team, man, that's highly detrimental. So I hope you got value out of this. If you did, like, share, comment. And typically with this kind of team environment, having a system in place that they can follow without you is a great thing to do. And if you go to my home business handbook, you can have that for free. It's a complete system on how to run a home-based business. You can have that for free at stevekripke.com/HBH or the top right-hand corner of stevekripke.com. Again, it's my home business handbook, stevekripke.com/HBH. Talk to you soon. Have an awesome day. Bye-bye.